Alright. Hey, how's everybody doing? My name's Coupe, and I'm back. Just saying hello. Alright, there's two things, well, more than two things. A couple things I wanted to talk about in today's video. But the main reason for today's video is because I've been dying to do a Duel Comm, and every time I set one up, it fucking backfires.
No mercy.
So, I'm gonna open up my Duel Comm to anybody who watches this video. There's gonna be a few requirements. I'm not trying to get picky or nothing, but you obviously have to have Call of Duty, or actually, it doesn't have to be Call of Duty, but if you can record your own gameplay, then it can be another game. If it's just gonna be, if you don't have a recorder of any kind, it can only be Call of Duty. Obviously you need a YouTube channel, which you have, otherwise you wouldn't watch this video. You need to have Xbox 360. Now there's some things I'm gonna prefer. If I get two people to send me a message, one guy doesn't have a YouTube channel, or has a YouTube channel but doesn't post videos, doesn't have any videos up at all, and and somebody else does, they've got 100 videos like myself, I'm gonna guide towards the person that's put as much time and effort into this as I have. I did have close to 150 videos, but I had to delete some because I applied for the partnership program and I got rejected like a fag. Well, sorry, I use that term loosely and I apologize if I offended anybody, but anyways, so that was one of the reasons. If send me a message on my YouTube, either a private message or a comment saying you're interested, and we'll talk, because I'm dying to do a Duel Comm. I think it would be fun. I think it would be so much fun, and preferably Call of Duty, because not because of the game. I am finding other interests in other games, but the reason for I prefer Call of Duty is so I can do my multi-split screen, my multi-amazing split screen effect, and I can put some time and effort into it and make it look really sick. I have like 3 or 4 people, actually I've got close to 5 people say they're interested in doing Duel Comms with me, but I can't get one going. Everybody says they want to do Duel Comms, but I just can't get one going. Everybody's got excuses why, that it can't be done. So, other things. All right, other things I wanted to talk about. I can talk. I'll do a quick little run through about my experience with video games. My experience with video games, starting out with when I was a kid, my dad got us an Atari. Now it had been out for a while, and Nintendo hadn't come out yet. Actually, no, Nintendo had already come out. Because Nintendo came out in '85, and I got an Atari when I was like 6 or 7. We got an Atari, and I'm in '82, so that would have been in '89 we got an Atari. And like 2 years later, I got a Nintendo. But when I got a Nintendo, Super Nintendo had come out, and I had the option of getting either a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo. And for some reason, a lot of people may call me an idiot for making the decision I made, but there was this one game that I really liked on Nintendo, besides like the original Mario, which is still to this day one of the best games ever made. One of, not the best game ever made, because I can definitely think of a lot better games. But anyways, back on my story. So I got a Nintendo, and I got hooked into Nintendo, and I was able to get a TV in my room and get my Nintendo set up, and I just played video games half the time. If I wasn't outside playing, some sports and stuff, because I did play sports, I was like literally inside playing video games. Fucking Blades of Steel, great fucking sports game, great hockey game. It was amazing. Mario, Duck Hunt. I got hooked into so many. There's nowhere to. It'll just keep going. Anyways, Next system. I got a Game Boy after that. And that was when I got into Mortal Kombat, actually, on Game Boy. I thought that was a fun game. That was a badass game. I was just overwhelmed with that shit. I never got into Street Fighter for some reason. I don't know why. Because Street Fighter was Super Nintendo. I never had the Super Nintendo. I don't even think you could get Street Fighter for Game Boy. I'm pretty sure you couldn't. You might have actually later on. But anyways, I bought a couple of games by myself. I had found money. I remember this one time, within like span of 3 days, I found 22 $10 bills, and one was like right in front of my house, and the other one was like on the way home from school. And so I saved up those monies, and I went and bought a game. I bought Addams Family, the Addams Family game, and I actually got pretty into it. It was kind of a cheesy game. It was, it was nothing special, but it was a good game. I liked it. I played it a lot. And I got into the regular games for Game Boy. There was, the Mario. Actually, I got into Wario, the Wario World for Game Boy. That game was kind of fun. And moving along, and then the next system I got was Nintendo 64. I played Super Nintendo, off and on from time to time with my friend who lived across the street, and he had the Super Nintendo, so I got to play with him. But then we went to, we started going, this was after Nintendo 64 came out, and GoldenEye used to have, Walmart used to have a setup booth where you could go in and play GoldenEye. We used to go there for hours and play this game until we got kicked off, and then they put a timer on it so that you could only play for 5 minutes. And then so we still played, but we just every 5 minutes the game would reset. And then what happened after that? GoldenEye. I got a Nintendo 64. I got crazy into GoldenEye. GoldenEye was my game. I'm alright. Well, you know what? Since the game itself is ending, I'm gonna end it there, so you guys can wait for my part 2 of my gaming history in my next video. But anyways, again, Duel Comms. I'm looking to do one. Anybody who wants to do one with me, send me a message. I'm interested. And 10-4. Crysis 2, not bad. 2.5 kill death ratio, and Crysis is pretty good. Crysis is like Halo. You don't get like 30 0s. You get like 2-1 is pretty good in Crysis and Halo. Yeah. So anybody wants to do Duel Comm with me, send me a message. I'll take a look at your channel, and well, maybe, you never know. So this is Lex Coupe saying, rate, comment, subscribe, do what you do, skadoosh. This is Lex Coupe. My cat's in heat, so don't forget to follow me on Twitter.